No way. That's right. There's nothing to be afraid of. I won't attack you anymore. Come on, come over here. Let me get a good look at that face of yours. When you look closely, you've got some nice features, don't you? In the nest, I only thought of you as energetic prey running all over the place. Now I see why the female demons won't leave you alone. Thanks for the flattery, but this definitely isn't just the build-up to you trying to eat me again, is it? It's no mere flattery. It is true that you possess an exceptional flavor. However, it seems recently that the number of us who prefer attacking young brats and immature women are on the increase. But I much prefer an older male like you. It's so much more amusing to break someone who's stubborn, who puts on airs in front of others. So, why are you here then? Your ability to win over the hearts of demons has perked my interest. You escaped my nest in order to survive. I stood in your way in order to eat you. That was the natural flow of things up to that point. You should have killed me after defeating me. That would have been the normal thing to do. But you let me go. Even though I had every intention of killing you, you didn't kill me. Why was that? I thought I gave you the reason why back there. Following along with what you call the natural way of things would have only legitimized your eating of humans. I won't go along with your ideas. Even if what you said was correct, I can't bring myself to accept any of it. So that's how you struggle against this. You're quite the interesting one, Kazuya. Very well. I suppose it's not very normal for me to come to a place like this just because you've drawn my interest. If I could understand you just a little more, and if it suits me, I might even start considering you my little pet. Conversely, if you bore me, I might just leave this room and start attacking you outside. What's the matter? Have you come to be eaten? Let's start by giving you a present just to make this go by a bit quicker. I'm not very interested in gifts, though. If you seem to like that kind of thing, it's extravagant. What I want is moving prey, and it's a beautiful ore. I thought I gave you meat. Alright, no meat. How about the wine? Do you really intend to give this to me? It's quite the fine gift. You're such devoted prey, aren't you? I'm starting to see you in a new light. She seems happy to receive the present. I felt our relationship grew stronger. Huh. You want to talk, do you? Very well. What would you like to ask me? About her. I'm sure I'm just misunderstanding, but by chatting, you weren't planning on making fun little small talk with me, were you? You should know what kind of entity I am by now. Go talk to one of the others if you want to have a chit-chat session. Humans are nothing but food to me. Nothing has changed for me in that regard. So the only topics of conversation we can have will be unpleasant for a human like you. I know that, but right now that merciless aspect of your personality is the only thing I know about you. It's not like I want to hear any apologies or reasons. I just want to know more about you. You really are a strange one. But what is there to talk about anyway? If I had any memories from when I was human, maybe we could work with that. Huh? What do you mean by that? I used to be a weaver woman. But because of a certain bitch goddess, I was reincarnated in this form. This is a story from a long time ago. Yeah, it's a Greek legend. The story of a goddess being defeated by the weaving of a mere human. Whoops, let me warn you before you start getting any funny ideas. My personality was twisted even while I was human. I was the one who picked a fight with her. Even now I still think my weaving was better, but I was a little foolish back then. Praised by everyone, full of conceit. Even that shitty goddess was coming to me for advice. That's why I was reincarnated in this body, all as part of my punishment. Like this hair on my back, for example. Looked at it from afar, it's beautiful, like a veil, right? Clad in this hair, I seamlessly blend into the background. It also has camouflage abilities, and I can draw and retract it as needed. At first glance, it's quite a convenient part of my body. But I rarely use it. Do you know why, Kazuya? No. Is it because it reminds you of that goddess or something? It's because this veil has been knitted. It's been knitted the same way I knitted back when I had the showdown with that bitch goddess. That fucking goddess is not willing to forgive me. I wove this thing with hate in my heart that day. So this form is my just desserts. Though now I'm rather enjoying the life of a demon, as you well know. So, do you like me a little more now? Has your disgust and fear of me lessened somewhat? I can see it in your eyes. Oh, I'd love to gouge them out and use them as decorations. I see now. Perhaps those honest eyes of yours are the reason why the other female demons are so drawn to you. Ah, it's making me want to have you all to myself more and more. Her breathing's getting more and more ragged. It's making me nervous. Alright, what's the next topic? Her thread. Her thread. I have two types of thread. There's a sturdy one for binding, and a sticky one dripping with love juice. If I had to say what's unusual about it, it's that unlike things normally created by demons, it doesn't use any magic. It's mixed together in my belly and can be used immediately. The thread tangling around my prey expands and contracts from external temperature. It makes repeated fine movements, continuously tilting my opponent. It feels good being caught in my thread, right? That's because the thread you're stuck in is wriggling through my body. Ugh! While saying that, she shows me her spinneret and slowly opens it. Inside are fleshy walls full of folds and densely packed tentacles. Though grotesque, it pulsates lewdly. You pervert. You seem awfully interested. Just looking at a demon's milking parts is enough to seduce some. In addition to milking, I can gobble up prey that's been caught by my familiars and absorb them. It's a very convenient organ. If you like, I could swallow you whole with this mouth. So you really can do that. Swallow someone whole. Yes, but normally only from above. It's easy enough to swallow someone using my jaws as a pump. But the makeup of my abdomen means I can't produce thread until I've digested my prey. If I so desire, I can eat two people at the same time using both ends. Though I rarely do that, as it means not being able to move for a while. Wait a sec. Demons don't need to eat, right? Why do you have so many milking parts? If you're not even a succubus, you shouldn't need more than a human's worth of energy to maintain your form for about half a year. And you shouldn't need a nest that big either. What's this? A familiar? Aren't you a little too impertinent? Mind if I have that little bit of magic inside you? If I just suck it up through your tail, it'll be gone in a flash. He ran. It's because I'm a glutton. In all likelihood, that's another gift from that bitch goddess. She wants me to continuously attack humans, and every time I do, my body is transformed into something uglier. If I don't, and hold on to the remaining parts of my former human body, the curse will likely not allow me to reincarnate. Though I can't say the same for her personality, that she goddess sure has some good taste in curses. They're familiar. Those baby spider things in your nest, are those your children? Are you sure you haven't got me mixed up with some kind of alien queen? They're a familiar produced from magic. They're called Aconitum. They're my faithful servants. You saw how big my nest was. I originally made them to help round up prey when too many for me to handle fell in at once. It's all over for them once an Aconitum gets a firm hold. From there, prey is swallowed up from their feet to their abdomen, and then their body gets digested. After that, I can eat them at my leisure. I'm sure you saw a lot of them as you were moving through my nest. My pathetic prey hung up from the ceiling. Okay. I really don't understand you. You let me live even after seeing all that? When I was trying to attack you, and even when you approached me to talk like you are now, you always have a look of fear in your eyes. Why are you trying so hard to understand me? There's no way I could be anything other than your bitter enemy. Honestly, I don't even know. I've encountered a lot of different demons up till now. Among them, and even me, there's one thing I can definitely say for sure. They've all had different reasons for attacking people, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily been a reason to kill their opponents. I mean, At first they wanted to take my soul, and understanding them hasn't necessarily turned them completely into my allies. But everyone here believes in me. Though it might take some time, I want to hear their stories and get to know them even just a little. I'm sure that's why you came here too. What on earth are you saying? The ones who come here to this my room, the ones you show mercy to, are in a position to kill people. It's pointless trying to support them with words. You've simply made friends with killers. It might seem to you that hurting those girls is wrong, but accepting them is not the right thing to do. What a fool you are, you and others like you. But you're not entirely hopeless. You've been able to accomplish things not just anyone can do. Demons think in terms of survival of the fittest. The strong subjugate the weak with their power. Though you could do this too, you choose not to. You instead invite them into your psyche and try to understand them. And you're even willing to let someone like me nope you. How amusing. One of these days, I'll fill those honest, direct eyes of yours with fear and obedience to me. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, well, it was just the bonding event. Now then, it's about time. I won't die so long as I stay in this room. That's what you're thinking, aren't you? There's no fear of being milked to death. I can rest easy with Arachne milking me. As much as it sticks in my craw, that certainly is the case. I can't take your soul. But if I keep your spiritual body in my belly, I can keep on dissolving you for all eternity. You flinched for just a moment. Is this the first you've heard of that possibility? Including this room, my room is a part of your spirit world. A little nook in the sea of your consciousness. In other words, you seem to have invited into your mind demons who love to meddle with you. That's right. How much of a fool are you that you'd invite even malicious demons into yourself? Ah! Because you were suddenly attacked by Arachne. And I can't keep this scene. I've caught you. That's because you'll let just about anyone into your heart. Go on, try resisting me. There might still be time to get away. Fine, let's struggle. I can't move an inch. Arachne is serious. Or would you rather try pathetically crying out for help? This is the inside of your mind. Maybe someone will come to save you. No! Someone help me! I tried calling for help with as much strength as I could muster, but there was no sign that anyone had heard me. How disappointing. You survived thus far after never giving in to demonic temptation, and now you're going to be eaten and killed after letting your guard down. Up till now, you've been thinking that you'd actually made friends with me. That there's no way I would seriously hurt you. That you'd just wake up afterwards with no problem. I hate to disappoint you, but this is all happening because of those misconceptions. Do you realize what's happening now? You had a choice, and you chose the worst one. Actually, it leads to a game over. But not quite. Oh, are you awake? Your body hadn't returned yet, so I thought you'd be sleeping for a while longer. I expected your body would naturally return to its normal state, but I thought it'd be faster if I used this to reconstruct you. You look like you want to ask me why I did it. You really are a revolting one. You're too honest. You believed in me right until I swallowed you. But that's not something that comes from pride or experience. You proved that with that voice of yours trembling in fear. Such foolish honesty. I thought devouring such a hopeless human being wouldn't accomplish anything. Good grief, to think the day would come when I'd exercise some self-control. It seems I've been taken in by your charms just like all the other demons. I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy about this at all.